So traders, in this video, we're going to look at silver and gold and why I believe it's building some sort of an energy base to go for another run soon. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, over the last 15 years, we've tested 64 different trading courses and we have put the most powerful systems and trading techniques that we've discovered in this brand new trading course. And for a limited time, I'm giving away free access. So go to johnsfreegift.com. That's johnsfreegift.com or click on the very first link in the description to get free access to this brand new trading course right now. So let's have a look at the silver and gold right now. What we're looking at right now is we're looking at the silver market here. And the first thing we notice here is, let me go to this weekly chart here, right? So we're looking at the silver market and we can see that with this silver chart that we've had this big run up through here and now we're having this very weak pullback. So this weak pullback, as you can see, right, we had a very strong move up and this pullback is very, very, very weak. Now, we don't know how long this weakness is going to last. But as you can see, right, we had a big move up, very weak pullback. This is like building some sort of an energy base. And if you look at this here right now, as you can see, right, we have a big move up and then we have this sort of sideways movement through here. And this sideways movement through here is just like rebuilding some sort of an energy base or energy field through there. So the thing that you want to be looking at, here with the silver market is this, is that we have this sort of trend line coming down through here. And you can see how that we came down, we made a low, a high, a lower high, a lower high, lower low, sideways movement, and then we're getting a breakout bar here. So the thing is that what we're looking at here is we're looking at this market just sort of basing out here right now, and we do have some sort of a trend line coming up through here. So as you can see, right, over this last sort of 6 month period, you can see how it's sort of squeezing up into this triangle pattern, and we're pretty much 85% of this sort of triangle pattern where we are right now. If I bring that up just a little bit more to the closes, isn't that a quinky? Look where it actually goes to. And if I actually bring this up, well, look at that there, right? So we're squeezing up in this triangle pattern. So I believe a breakout is going to happen soon with the silver market. Now, moving on to gold is very, very similar. Let me delete everything off the chart here. Once again, what we're getting through here is with gold is we're getting this downward period through here. See this downward? We go low, lower high. We're just pulling back really weak here. Look at this here right now. Okay, so if we have a look at, let me go back to say the 6 month view again. And we can see that we actually had this point through here, didn't we? And now we've got this point through here. Now we've got this. So we did have that trend line coming through there. Now we've got this point, and now this point where we are right now. Now, I want you to notice something here with gold here, okay? This is really, really, really interesting when it comes to technical analysis, and look at this here, okay? Look at the strength in the moves here, okay? And what I mean by that is this, is that notice how we actually had a pretty strong move down, all right? So a strong move down, and then a very weak pullback, and then we had sort of a move up. Then we had a pretty strong move down. We had a pretty strong move up. What I mean by strong is it was pretty strong. And notice what's happening here right now. Okay, notice how we're getting this very, very small bars. Notice how it's very weak through here. It's not strong, right? So look at this here. We had strong move down, strong move up. In fact, let me actually just squeeze that right up to here so we can see, so I can show you what I'm seeing here. So let me just look at this here, right? So we had, let me make this color. Actually, no, I'll just make that red. So we have a strong move down, a strong move up, and now look what's happening now. Notice how we're getting this sort of like a very weak sort of a sideways movement. But this low is down here. If this low stays intact right here, right now, and then breaks up above these highs here, then this is a short-term high-low. That high-low is more like a trend continuation move. Do you see that? So it's really, really interesting to see that. And once again, if you have a look at the market here, this low through here, right? So we had this low, This right now could be some sort of high-low right now, right on this trend line. Isn't that interesting? Right on that trend line. And as we can see, right, we had this big move down. And now we're having this low through here. If indeed we actually get a break, if we get a break above two different lines, okay? So the first line The first line is this point through here, right? So we have this sort of, this is the resistance point and breakdown. So if we break above this sort of 1520 level, then that tells me that this pullback here is pretty much done. Now we're likely to go for another nice move, at least a move right up to the top here, right, for a short-term move anyway, and then where it goes from there, obviously, who knows. But as we can see, right, see what's happening through there. See how we get this high low. That high low is really, really interesting, because if you look at this here, we've had a high, we've had a lower high, we had this sort of low. This is sort of like a double bottom, lower low, lower high. So really, no one's really in control through here. And now look what's happening, right? Did the sellers come down and make a lower low here, right? Now this is short-term analysis, right? This is daily chart analysis. I don't know what's going to happen, but have they made a lower low yet? They haven't, right? This still could be some sort of high low. Now it could roll over and go down, right? And then forget what I just said. But it's really interesting to see that we're starting to build a bit of foundation there, and same with the silver market as well too. So silver and gold right now, as you can see, this was the low here, and this right now could be some sort of slight higher low. And now, look at this here, right? Look at this, how it moved down and sort of a weak sort of movement through here. So we could be getting ready to go for another nice run. We pop out of this level through here on silver market. We have this resistance level all through here, right, all through there, all that resistance level. And now we can see that probably the $19.50 level is probably, if we start to break out of this here, and especially if we get some volume, if I go to the SLV price, right, especially if we get some volume, then we could actually probably see this silver market run right back up to level there, because it's been we know it's in a very weak pullback in itself. So this is looking at this is looking at big picture here. We know we're in a bit of a pullback. Then go to small picture and look what happens here, and that's what we're seeing there right now. So silver and gold, you know, another big move just might be around the corner.